Okay, so last lecture we had discussed on these terms. Let me take you back to those terms what we had discussed. So we had discussed about absorption costing versus marginal costing. Okay, so first point was that absorption costing focuses on fixed cost. I had explained this. Then absorption costing works on the basis of absorption rate or recovery rate or application rate. Okay, and I had given you the basis of on what basis it is calculated. I mean the budgeted level of activity depends on units produced, labor hours, machine hours, labor cost, machine material cost, and prime cost. Okay, I've given you all examples of the same, and then we had discussed this also. Absorption costing helps to change fixed overheads to the per unit manufactured, and then the last one that I have said is absorption costing applies only to production overheads. Okay, yeah. So basically, the point of highlight here is, okay, when I say it is applied to production overheads, okay, it means it is applied to production. I'll come to this. It is applied to production. When I say this, it means it gives more emphasis to units produced rather than to units sold. Okay, so according to absorption costing, अगर आपको आपका profit बढ़ाना है, if you want to increase your profit, you have to increase your production. Okay, ये absorption costing का theory है. But प्रैक्टिकल अप्रोच क्या बोलता है, अगर आपको प्रॉफिट बढ़ाने का है तो यू हैव टू इंक्रीज योर सेल्स देयर, नॉट प्रोडक्शन. ओके, सी अगर मैंने 20,000 यूनिट्स प्रोड्यूस किया एंड आई एम एबल टू सेल 18,000 यूनिट्स. ओके, आई एम गिविंग एन एग्जांपल. ओके, आई हैव प्रोड्यूस्ड 20,000 and I am selling 18,000. Okay, now I have increased my production. Say my production I have increased from 20 now to 25,000. Okay, but I'm able to sell only 18,000. So do you think my production and my profit will increase? Not at all, because मैं तो उतना ही बेच रही हूँ. पहले भी 18 बेच रही थी, अभी भी 18 बेच रही हूँ. तो मतलब क्या हुआ प्रोडक्शन बढ़ाने से? कोई मतलब नहीं था, क्योंकि प्रॉफिट इंक्रीज नहीं हो रहा है. ओके, इज दिस क्लियर? Is this point clear to everyone? Okay, so now let's see about how the fixed overheads is applied, how on what basis are they divided, how do you calculate them. Let's see. Okay, so note down all these things. Yeah, fixed overheads, they are bifurcated as factory, admin, and selling and distribution. Okay, where if you remember your cost sheet, students, okay, if you remember your cost sheet starts with direct material, direct labor, direct expenses, and you get prime cost. Then you add your factory overheads and you get your factory cost. Okay, yeah. So if you remember, you have an amount column and you have a CPU column. How do we calculate the CPU column? We divide everything with units produced, isn't it? Right? So see here, I've written what is the basis of it? Units produced. Okay. Then come to selling and distribution. उसके बाद फिर हम क्या लेते थे, हम एडमिन ओवरहेड्स लेते थे, राइट. उसमें what we used to get, we used to get COP, then we used to add or less that finished goods, and we used to get COGS. फिर हम सेलिंग एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऐड करते थे और फिर हमको मिलता था कॉस्ट ऑफ सेल्स. वी यूज्ड टू ऐड प्रॉफिट and then we get or you call as sales. Okay, right? This was the thing. So if you remember, from COGS to sales, we divided with units sold. Okay, so that is what even I have written here. See, units sold. So the basis of selling and distribution is units sold. Okay. Now what about admin? Now whoever must have taught you cost sheet, just think. ये जो part है ना students, ये cost of production. Yeah. Even this part we calculated by calculating units produced. Okay. But once our manufacturing part is done, okay, so this question becomes dicey. चलो sales का तो समझ में आता है. The name itself is selling and distribution. So obviously the basis of calculation should be units. But what about admin overheads? Admin overheads, again it's dicey. It can be units produced also, and it can be on the basis of units sold also. Okay, you can have both the approaches. Okay, so look at here. So for admin overheads, I'm talking about only fixed overheads. I'm not talking about variable here. I'm talking about fixed factory overheads, fixed admin overheads, fixed selling and distribution overheads. Okay, yeah. So here there applies two principles. One is the costing principles and one is the financial principles. Okay, so costing principles, maybe there are two bifurcations. Principles followed in India and outside India. Okay, so the principles that are followed in India, if you remember, ये जो cost sheet है, this format of cost sheet, which I just discussed with you all in a nutshell, this is as per India. Okay, so what is India doing? We are following cost sheet based on absorption costing. I'll tell you the reason also. Is it clear to you? Just acknowledge it in the chat box. Okay, fine. Thanks. Okay. So now see how the basis changes, India wala and outside India. Okay, please note down these things. Note down this. This is the Indian style of cost sheet. Just write down these examples. Direct material, direct labor, direct expenses, you get prime cost. Then your factory overheads. Variable, fixed, दोनों हम consider करते हैं इधर, right? Variable as well as fixed. Then we add less WIP, we get factory cost. Then we add admin overheads. Again, same variable and fixed. Okay, we get cost of production. Then we add less finished goods and we get cost of goods sold. Then we add selling and distribution, same variable and fixed. We get cost of sales. We add profit to this, we get sales. Okay. So till cost of production, what is our basis of calculation? Units produced. And from COGS up to sales, what is our basis? Units sold. Okay. Fine. So this is cost sheet based on absorption costing, which is the Indian format. Okay. So in India, fixed admin overheads, the principle that rules it is costing principles, because of which we divide fixed admin overheads with units produced. Why? Because we follow the costing principle. Okay, and outside India, who follows costing principles, they consider units sold. See, I'll tell you why. Okay, because there is a change in the format. So have you noted down the Indian version? Liख दिया? Just acknowledge it in the chat box. Cost sheet based on absorption costing, the Indian format. Is it done? Okay, fine. Now let me take you to the next one. Now note down this. Now this is as per the obviously outside India format. So see how the format is. Same है, थोड़ा सा variation है. Direct material, direct wages, direct expenses gives me time cost. Now, see this. Add only variable factory overheads, not the fixed one. Okay? यहाँ पे क्या था? Fixed variable दोनों था. Okay? Here it is only variable factory overheads. Add less your WIP, you will get factory cost. Then add variable admin overheads. And see here it was what? Fixed and variable both. Okay, so that's the difference. We are not taking the fixed overheads here. Then you get COP, cost of production, add less finished goods, you get COGS, and then consider your fixed factory overheads, fixed admin overheads, and selling and distribution were both variable as well as fixed. Okay, you get cost of sales, add profit, you get sales. समझ में आया? Is it clear? A little variation. Yeah. Okay. सेलिंग एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन तो बेसिस ही उसका यूनिट सोल्ड है. तो इधर आप देखोगे आपका फिक्स्ड फैक्ट्री, फिक्स्ड एडमिन, सेलिंग एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, whether it is variable or fixed, the basis of calculation will be what? Unit sold. Okay. और बाकी का can you see here? Over everything till here, everything is units produced, and here it is units sold. So got the perspective? Okay. So this is cost sheet based on marginal costing. Outside India, this format works. They don't follow absorption costing. They follow this cost sheet. जिसका basis is marginal. Okay. Am I clear? समझ में आ रहा है? Okay. और जो फाइनेंशियल प्रिंसिपल्स है वो उसके बेसिस पे तो यूनिट सोल्ड ही है. हाउ? व्हाई? Because if you remember when you make your manufacturing, trading and P&L account, okay, and if you remember overheads, yeah, overheads costing also. So when you make a P&L account, okay, एक बार आप अपना gross profit जब निकाल देते हो, जो आपका gross profit है उसका basis क्या होता है? उसका basis हमेशा sales होता है. Gross profit का basis is always sales, always. Okay, post that whatever expenses you incur for regular operating activities of the business, they all are with respect to sales. Okay, right? जैसे आप आपके legal expenses incur कर रहे हो, light bill भर रहे हो, I mean your depreciation, you're paying salary to your staff, okay, repairs and maintenance of your asset, okay. So whatever these expenses are, these are regular business activities, okay, regular business operations for running a smooth business. These regular business activities need to be paid. So why are you doing all this? You're doing all this so that your sales can be promoted. Okay, so the basis of all this is always sales. So when you go with the financial approach, that is the financial principles, uh, then your admin overheads basis is always units sold. Okay, clear everyone? Okay, now to understand this, now why ये financial principles, ये costing principles, ये सब ऐसे क्यों है? Okay, now अगर आप, I'll show you here one small highlight also, students. Yeah, कि how absorption costing is reflected. Yeah. So if you look here, look at this. I mean factory overheads as per the Indian concept. Yeah, factory overheads, right? इधर आपने क्या किया है? आपने फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट भी ले लिया है, ले लिया ना, ऑब्वियसली हम लेते ही हैं, राइट? तो हमारा जो फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट होता है, अगर हम एब्जॉर्प्शन कॉस्टिंग फॉलो करें, अगर हमारा बेसिस एब्जॉर्प्शन कॉस्टिंग है, तो जो हमारा फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट है वो एब्जॉर्प्शन रेट हमने ज़रूर निकाला है उसका, राइट? और एब्जॉर्प्शन रेट मैंने आपको बताया वो पर यूनिट बेसिस पे होता है, लेकिन डेफिनेशन ऑफ फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट तो ये नहीं बोलता है कि फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट इज डिपेंडेंट ऑन आउटपुट. फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट इज irrespective of the output. It is never dependent on output. That means there is some lacuna here, because of which this will be reflected in the closing stock. Okay, so because of this concept, there is a reflection in closing stock of finished goods also. Okay, and then applies this. Okay, okay, so your AS2 before 1st May 1999 and after 1st May 1999. Okay, so post 1st May 99, I mean, I'm talking about this format, this one, this cost sheet based on marginal costing. This is scrap. So only this one is accepted. And before 1st May, both were accepted. मतलब both the formats. Okay, now the question arises is, as per this, there is no change. They have accepted both. There is still, I mean, they don't opt for one particular basis. Both are acceptable. Okay, did you all note it down? So post May 1999, yeah. Accounting standards बोला मतलब financial principles are applied, right? Yeah. So marginal costing basis of cost sheet was scrapped. Absorption costing was accepted because marginal costing technique के अपने loopholes, अपने lacunas भी हैं that we'll see further when we move to the chapter. Okay. और एक चीज याद रखो, कैश कॉस्ट अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स में कोई चेंजेस नहीं हुआ है. They are accepting still both accounting, I mean your absorption costing also and marginal costing also. Okay, but India में क्या है, क्योंकि accounting standards absorption costing adopt करता है, accept किया हुआ है, इसलिए जो आपका कैश है, आपका कॉस्ट शीट जो है, वो भी इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड्स के हिसाब से ही चलता है. इसलिए कोई भी अपना कॉस्ट शीट मार्जिनल कॉस्टिंग के बेसिस पे नहीं बनाता है, इसी बेसिस पे बनाता है, बिकॉज यही एक्सेप्टेबल है. एम आई क्लियर? बट आउटसाइड इंडिया ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. आउटसाइड इंडिया थोड़ी ना एएस अप्लाई होता है, राइट? या आउटसाइड इंडिया दे गो विद दैट अप्रोच, मार्जिनल कॉस्टिंग अप्रोच. क्लियर? एम आई क्लियर? Okay, fine. So this was the part. Now let us move on to understand what is marginal costing. What is marginal cost first of all, and then understand what is marginal costing. Okay, so marginal cost is the amount at any given volume of output by which aggregate cost is changed. Okay, that is, if the volume of output is increasing, it will increase. If it is decreasing, then it will decrease. Okay, ये तो definition हुआ. Okay, this is the definition of marginal cost. So to understand what is marginal costing, you should understand what is marginal cost first. Okay, right? So yeah, let me take you to this example. Yeah. Now see this. I've given this example which says that if I'm producing 100 units, I'm incurring a cost of rupees 1000. Okay? So my 1 unit comes to 10 rupees. बराबर ना, 1000 divided by 100 comes to 10 rupees. ठीक है, मतलब मेरा एक यूनिट का 10 रुपया है. तो अगर मैं 100 यूनिट से 101 यूनिट्स प्रोड्यूस करूंगी तो मेरा 10 रुपये और बढ़ जाएगा कॉस्ट में, 1010. अगर मैं 102 यूनिट्स प्रोड्यूस करूंगी तो मेरा और 10 रुपया बढ़ जाएगा, तो माई कॉस्ट विल नाउ बी 1020. Like this, if I go up to 103 units, so my cost will increase to again another 10 rupees, that is 1030. Okay, now what is happening is, look into the left hand side. There is an increase of 1 unit, 101 say 203 हुआ. So on the right hand side, see, there is a similar increase of 10 rupees. अगर यहाँ एक एक यूनिट बढ़ रहा है तो इधर भी 10 रुपया बढ़ रहा है. Okay, so this 10 rupees is marginal cost. Are you understanding? समझ में आया? Okay, so this is marginal cost. This 10 rupees which I showed you in the example is marginal cost. Okay, इसका उल्टा भी आप कर सकते हो. Yeah, I will show you. इसका आप रिवर्स भी जा सकते हो. I'll show you how. 100 units का you're paying 1000. ठीक है, सो 99 का होगा, 10 रुपया कम कर दो. 98 यूनिट्स हुआ, सो 980. सो 97 हुआ तो 970. तो क्या हो रहा है, इधर डिक्रीज हो रहा है. 1 यूनिट इज डिक्रीजिंग, तो यहाँ भी 10 रुपीज इज डिक्रीजिंग साइमल्टेनियसली. Are you understanding? Again, this decrease of 10 rupees is also marginal cost only. Whether it is increase or whether it is decrease, they both are termed as marginal cost. Okay, समझ में आ रहा है whatever I am saying? So marginal cost is that increase or decrease in 1 unit of output. Okay, increase or decrease of total cost from the existing level of output. Okay, and this increase or decrease is obviously variable in nature because they are changing with respect to output. Okay, so marginal cost is composed of all variable cost, obviously, which includes direct cost, direct material, direct labor, direct expenses. Now coming on to the next part. Yeah, ये तो हमने हर चैप्टर में देखा है ये वाला कॉन्सेप्ट C plus P equal to S. Every chapter of cost accounting, whatever you study in this subject, they all justify this equation C plus P equal to S because this is the objective of cost accounting subject. Okay, so in marginal costing, cost is divided on the basis of behavior. So when I say cost is divided on the basis of behavior, there are only two costs, fixed and variable. That's it. Okay, yeah. So when I say variable, it includes direct material, direct labor, direct expenses. ये तो by default variable है. All prime cost is variable. All direct cost is variable in nature. Correct ना? Because they all are in connection to output. ओके, यू पे, आउटपुट बढ़ेगा तो आप उसका पैसा बढ़ेगा, आउटपुट नीचे आएगा तो वेरिएबल कॉस्ट भी, आई मीन डायरेक्ट कॉस्ट भी नीचे आएगा, और अगर आउटपुट ही नहीं है तो वेरिएबल कॉस्ट भी नहीं होगा. ओके, लाइक दिस. एंड देन फिक्स्ड पार्ट में इट विल बी फिक्स्ड फैक्ट्री, फिक्स्ड एडमिन and fixed selling and distribution. Okay, yeah. And yes, the variable part of factory will go to variable cost, the variable part of admin will go to variable cost, and the variable part of selling and distribution will go to variable cost. Okay, am I clear? Is this clear? All these things are very important to understand the format of marginal and the application of sums. Okay, which cost has to be considered and which cost is not to be considered. Okay, this will help you to, yeah, identify that. So फिर marginal costing क्या है? Marginal cost तो समझ में आ गया. Marginal cost is the additional cost of producing one additional unit of a product. I repeat, marginal cost is the additional cost of producing one additional unit of a product. Okay. So what is marginal costing? If you go as per the definition, it is the ascertainment of marginal cost, the calculation of marginal cost, and the effect of marginal cost on profit when there is a change in the volume. Okay, in such a way that you have to differentiate between fixed and variable cost. This is known as marginal costing. Okay, yeah. Obviously, we are differentiating when you are showing your total cost here in marginal. We are differentiating it between fixed and variable. Okay. Okay. So note down this. The format of cost sheet, I mean marginal cost sheet. Okay, so note it down.